Welcome back, Lelanders, to a new episode of Clone Evolution. Forgot to link the chat edition. Now, we'll link the chat here quick first. Now, today I got some good news. Well, yesterday went a little bit rough. My roommate was streaming TV, so I couldn't stream the show at the same time without getting a whole bunch of lag issues. So I figured I would just wait and do a more proper episode today. And yeah, today I got other good news. Was I finally got back to a full set of 100 sit-ups at one time. So my old sit-up routine, there we go, is I like to be able to do 100 sit-ups 3 times a day. In the morning, well, just before breakfast, then just before lunch, and then before bed. So I would get 300 sit-ups in a day. And that seemed to be enough for me to get decent results after a year or two. So I don't know. I took like longer than 6 months, almost like a full year off from doing sit-ups after I got badly sick in, the beginning of 2020. And yeah, it took me forever to get back in the routine, because when I tried to get back into the routine, my back would start giving out, or my stomach just wasn't healing properly. And I was having all those blood coming out of my digestive system issues. So now that I got a new gym mat, I got the blood situation all resolved. And yeah, I'm back to doing regular sit-ups, and holy shit, it took a while for me to get back into it. It's like first 50 was a challenge, then 60 was a challenge, then 80 was a challenge. And today when I did the 100 set, boy god, I felt it, but you can even tell probably I got a bit of a bulging vein. Normally when I do a lot of exercise, I start getting like massive forehead veins bulging. They started to bulge like that ever since I got the bad concussion. But according to my insurance, they said that just occurs naturally with age. So it just happened to be overnight after the concussion that it started to happen. It was just all coincidence. It's amazing. If you ever want good news from your doctor, just ask your insurance's doctor. They'll tell you you're fine. Which can be a good thing sometimes. I know we got some sad news from one of the viewers, Banana Boy. He was saying he has a 56% chance of heart failure, so that really sucks. So if you want a better prognosis, man, just try to get a doctor from your insurance company, and they'll probably give you a better prognosis. No, not to be funny about it, I'm praying for you. I hope you get through it all right. I know a lot of friends and family have actually received the same news, and they managed to get through it. So you just never count yourself out until you're already gone, and then at that point, you can't count anything. Shouldn't laugh, that's horrible. Alright, so let's send some more flowers. Now, I always try to stay positive too, even with the worst news imaginable. Like, I was just thinking about it today. One of the YouTubers I like to watch, who is it, RG85 or RGT85, I think that's what it is. He does video game news. And yeah, he was commenting that when he started his YouTube channel 4 years ago, that, what was it? He said that first he moved to a new city in a tiny, tiny apartment. And then as his YouTube channel expanded, he moved and got himself a 2-bedroom apartment. And oh yeah, we got some Hunger Games action. Oh fuck, hopefully we can bed in time. And then after, I guess, been 4 years now, he saved up enough money from YouTube to buy his own house without even a loan, which I was pretty surprised. His channel must be doing really good. Yeah, so all the good luck for him. I was sharing with him how my moving out experience when I saved up and bought my first house. I went to move in and check how bad the repairs were going to be for me to move in. And it turned out the foundation had a leak that was so bad that one of the walls had begun to cave in over the winter by the time I got there to see it. And yeah, it was a disaster. Had to condemn the house. It was going to cost, hey George, it was going to cost more to repair it than it would be to just demolish it and rebuild. So I'm hoping his new house adventure goes better than that. It's like I've been living in my mom's basement ever since, trying to save up the money for the repairs. Or the demolition, or rebuild, I should call it. Man, I'm getting fucked over by this. Anyone else getting fucked over by this lately? I set it to peace, man, trying to get frags. 2 days now, not a single fucking frag. all just robots and bullets. I know bullets are pretty good, but damn, I'm trying to save up Peaceman frags, and now they're just holding out. They won't give me any Peaceman. That's why I like to set it to blue instead of purple, because I don't know, when you set it to purple, they tend to fuck you around worse. Does anyone else notice that? If you like try to save up a purple hero in those, they're really stingy. Yeah, that's what I figured too. As much as I complain about my house situation, it kind of helped out my family in the long run. I ended up moving in and being able to help look after my uncle, keeping him out of an old folks home, and probably extending his life a couple years at least. So that's why I kind of look at it. Sometimes when shit hits the fan, you got to try to see the bright side to it. When life pours you, what is it? When life gives you lemons, you break out the tequila. Oh yeah, speaking of tequila, my sober October binge is still going. We're 24 days into no alcohol, which is pretty good for me. And we're a month and 24 days with no weed. And as much as I keep looking at the calendar, hey George, thanks a million for the sticker. That's awesome. Right, we got to put on a new hat for today. Let's go with the Burger Time hat to celebrate my 100 sit-ups today. No, I'm not going to have a cheeseburger to celebrate. I'll just wear the cheeseburger hat. Oh, this is the one I should have wore for the Intellivision video. They're right into the Burger Time game. So the Burger Time people might appreciate this hat a little more. You must let it get to full, then you can get the more fragments. Hey, there's the rocking guy. Yeah, thanks, fatty. No, I did try that too. I let it build up to like, I don't know, 300-400, and still it gave me 0. But I agree, if you let it build up, sometimes it gives you more. Although sometimes I hit it when it's only at like 90, and it still gives you 1. So it's very inconsistent. But I think you're right. The chances are higher if you let it build bigger. All right. All right, so we'll try to wear this hat for at least till, well, let's go till 10 after. Yeah, what a rush getting the 100 sit-ups done today. That was nice, because I did like a set this morning where I did, what was it, 80 sit-ups and then 20. So I was like, damn it, man, I should just push that extra little bit and try not to take a break and get the full 100 set in. And did it. First day in, well, I guess weeks of trying. That's the one thing with working out. I don't know, if you set goals, it's amazing what you can accomplish. It almost seems impossible when you begin, but the more and more you work at it, it's surprising. Little bits add up after a while. Yeah, who knows? Maybe all these super chats will add up one day and I'll be repairing the foundation to my house, or just tearing it down, building a new one. And then I'll be living up north, and God, will I have some amazing pictures to share from up north. I don't know, the region I live up there, or the house that I own up there, or the condemned house I own up there, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever traveled, other than Manitoulin Island. Manitoulin Island's the other better one. All right, let's go with the chief officer. I don't know, we've done the officer so many times. Who else is there? Yeah, let's go with this chick. Let's try Empress Wu, the pilot. I was going to say a joke about that, but I better not. Some of the jokes I know are not fit for YouTube. Oh yeah, we get to register. I wish we could register in an easier guild, because man, we keep getting slaughtered in the one we're in. But at least we get good rewards. If anyone's watching this and they're already in our server and they want to switch guilds to help our team, or what is it? Yeah, guilds, then yeah, that'd be a big help. Because a lot of the people we have actually aren't current players anymore. Kaminsky looks like he's been gone for a while. Or no, is Kaminsky back? I'll have to check. I know Kaminsky was gone for a little while. Shelly no longer plays. Who is it? Ninja never plays. Potato Memes. I don't know if he's the guy, Potato Man, or who. Seems like Potato Memes has always had some sort of health issues going on. Yeah, and Suki never plays, and she didn't put a full team in. I really wish she would have put a full team in before she left. If anyone else has got her... Oh yeah, we should ask her in the Discord. I can't remember, is Suki in the Discord or not? Should ask her if she could help put in a full team so we don't die as easily. Right, so we're in there. Oh, did I not do it? Ah, here it is. I have to click this. Should I keep Genie in there? I think I should. But it's weird though. If I put Monk in there, how many times we win with Monk? Anyways, let's do it. Register. Yeah, George is surprised I can do 100 sit-ups. No, I should do a video about it because I know most of my friends laugh when they hear it too. They're like, dear God, I'd be surprised if you could do 20 sit-ups. No, the only time that anyone actually believed me is when I had to go get x-rays. And then the x-ray technician believed me because she couldn't find what was she looking for, my hip bone? She couldn't find my hip bone. And she's like, yeah, why can't I find your hip bone? This is so weird. I'm like, what do you mean you can't find it? And she's like, normally you take your hand and you put it on someone's like waist and then you feel up until it gets soft and then that's where the hip bone ends. But she's like, you're rock solid all the way from like your waist all the way up to your ribs. And I was like flexing because the nurse technician was like a hot babe. So I'm like, oh, I better stop flexing. And then I stopped flexing and then actually she still couldn't find it. And I was like, here, let me find it. So then I felt and I'm like, yeah, it is hard to find. Yeah, because if you can do 100 sit-ups in a day or 300 a day, you'd be surprised. It makes like a sheet of armor underneath all the rolls of fat. All right, so let's see, auto. No, my one friend who is a dentist, I used to sit around and watch TV with him and play video games. And he was like, yeah, right, you can't even do 20 sit-ups. I was like, no, man, I'm doing 100 a set and 300 a day. He's like, yeah, fucking right. Yeah, George says, slow down on that fitness talk. At least me getting my waders on before the bees filled the room. No, I think what it is too is it's hard to tell that my face has actually shrunk a little bit because of the beard. The beard kind of fills my face. Although you can tell like roundness. I don't really look like a pumpkin anymore, right? For a while there I was like I was like looking at the camera. I'm like, oh God, man, I'm like round. No, I'm sitting at around 190 pounds. I wanted to get to the 180 mark, but God, I should never have looked at the scale. As soon as I saw that I was at 190, I'm like, I can cheat a little. And I was like, fuck, man, I shouldn't have started eating junk food again. Stupid. Idiot. Alright, so how are we going to beat this battle? No, I'll have to do the video to prove it, because I know I wouldn't believe it either. I don't know, half the stuff I talk about, man, I would never believe it until I see evidence for it. Like, I don't know if anyone heard the big anniversary today. If anyone's a Star Trek fan, they might know the anniversary. Today's Gene Roddenberry's death anniversary. He died on October 24th. And how I started researching it was, I was a big Star Trek fan, and I was watching Star Trek when he died. So it was like a big like moment in TV history. Everyone's like, oh my God, like the guy who's like making the most popular show on TV died in the middle of a season. So the other writers tried to take over for him, but man, it didn't go well. Like, Roddenberry was so good at Star Trek that when he died, there was literally 3 Star Trek TV shows all on air, all live, not live, but new episodes each week, all playing on prime time. So you had, what was it, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. They were all on TV. And obviously Next Generation was like nearing the very end. DS9 was like halfway through or whatever, and Voyager had just begun. So yeah, that was like the peak time of TV. I'm kind of glad I don't have that to deal with now, because if I had that much good TV to watch, there's no way I'd be able to have time to do YouTube. Because man, there's quite a bit of show prep and all that. Oh fuck, we're up to 90%. We don't have enough to beat it, so I'll have to go to another one. Fuck, I wish I was paying attention. No, I'm trying to beat one of those, and every time I get it to 90%, I come back when I'm refreshed, and someone else has already beat it. So congratulations to everyone who keeps finishing her off. Get your mind out of the gutter. I can never finish her off. Someone else always has to jump in and do the job. Yeah, I used to do the punching concrete thing as well. What I would do, yeah, I'll read what George was saying. He says that he knew a hippie who used to say that if he got mad, he could break concrete when he hit it. But he broke his hand hitting some drywall. He was mad and freaked out. Never heard that concrete story again. No, what I used to do is I would always like, I had this little thin piece of, what do you call it, paneling that was in front of a concrete wall. And I would just hit it, but I wouldn't hit it at full strength, obviously. Because, yeah, if you hit it at full strength, obviously you're going to break something. So what I would do is I would just punch it a little bit harder and a little bit harder, a little bit of elbows. And then eventually you just like either break down the nerves or strengthen the bone. Not sure which it is. Probably a little bit of both. And eventually you can hit it harder and harder and harder. But what happened with that story is the concrete started to crumble underneath the wall because I was doing it for like years on end. I started doing it when I watched the Kung Fu stories, how those monks can like punch stuff really hard, or the Muay Thai fighters. So, I don't know. My one right elbow, it's pretty well conditioned. And I can't really do the fist ones very much because I've already broken my hand once when I was a kid. So even punching concrete at like 20%, I can definitely feel the bone where it broke before. So I'm like, fuck man, I definitely can't do much with that. But that's why I started doing the elbow tempering. Because this part of your elbow, I don't know what it is. Like not the funny bone part, but like a muscle / bone part. If you temper that one, you can usually hit things a lot harder than you could with your fist. That's why if I was ever into like an actual MMA fight, I would rarely punch someone like with my fist. It would almost be all elbow attacks. Or heel strikes. Yeah, because I know it's really easy to break bones. Like the story I broke my hand, I don't know if anyone heard that one. It was the first day of summer holidays after grade 5 graduation. So I graduated grade 5 and I went outside to celebrate first day of summer holidays. And what I did is I woke up super early in the morning to celebrate, watched some cartoons, and then I went outside to play with my brothers. And we had a giant tire swing. You know, tire swings are usually like regular car-sized tires. Sometimes you'll get a truck-sized tire. Well, what our backyard had was a tractor tire, so it was like a freaking giant, like, tire swing. And it was so early in the morning that there was a lot of morning dew out, so the tractor tire was wet. So what happened was both of my brothers were in the swing, and I kept pushing it back and forth, back and forth. And then one time the tire came up, all my fingers slipped off except for my baby finger, and it just bent it all the way back until it snapped right in my hand. And I was like, ah! So then I had to go to the hospital, and luckily they didn't need surgery. They were able to just bend the bone to set it back into place. But I had to wear a cast for the entire summer, so I couldn't actually go swimming. It was such a piss off. Because of the summer holidays, when we went to summer school, it was all these swimming trips. And I literally had to sit in the stands and watch all my friends swim. It was so annoying. That was like back in the day before they had waterproof casts. I know today's casts, man, I see kids and they can go swimming. I'm like, oh, you fucking lucky bastards. Despite the broken bone luck. Yeah, so I don't recommend punching walls. I did refereeing for sometimes when my friends would fight. Like, my one friend, he was like a bit of an alcoholic, and his, he ended up getting into like, he was an alcoholic, and then he went to his doctor, and his doctor prescribed him antidepressants. And I don't know why, but they prescribed him antidepressants that have really bad side effects when you drink alcohol. So that's what I was thinking, like, why would you prescribe someone who is an alcoholic medications that you can't take with alcohol? So anyways, when he would take these medications and get drunk, he was prone to like fly off the handle because, yeah, he would just lose it on these pills. which is pretty fucked up, man, because he never had those issues before he started taking the antidepressants. So it's like, not to like make fun of antidepressants, man, but you really got to be careful what you get prescribed, right? I've seen it ruin lives before. So anyways, he was up at my cottage with like or my trailer. We used to have a trailer in a trailer park that we would visit on weekends. We didn't actually live in the trailer. So we were up visiting it, and all my friends were drinking, and there was this one like gangster guy who came around, and he was selling magic mushrooms. So I'm like, holy fuck, man. I'm tempted to buy these mushrooms, but I better not, because my buddy Mark was there, the guy who has the drinking problem. And I'm like, I don't want to tempt him to drink and take those pills and then combine it with mushrooms. Because if he does, that'll be like a triple whammy, right? So lo and behold, the gangster comes around and he sells Mark some of the mushrooms. I was like, oh, fuck, Mark. Please don't eat those mushrooms, man. You're already out of control, right? He's like, no, man, I bought the mushrooms. I can handle it. So he takes the mushrooms. And he just gets verbal diarrhea. I don't know if you ever seen someone drink on antidepressants when they're not supposed to, but he just couldn't stop talking. So sort of like when I do a podcast, he would just talk and talk and talk and talk. And everyone was getting so pissed off. They're like, Mark, can you like shut up just for like 5 minutes, man? You're like non-stop talking. But he wouldn't, because he was so wasted. So what happened was my friends got so mad at him, they were like pushing him in order to get him to stop talking so much. Like, hey man, stop talking, right? And then then a fist fight broke out. So as my friends were fighting, I jumped in the middle. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna ref. If any of you guys get out of control, I'm breaking up this fight. Like, I don't want to see any serious injuries here. So they start fighting and I'm reffing. And my one buddy like hauls off and hits Mark as hard as he could right in the face with his fist. And guess what happened? Mark was perfectly fine. He had like the adrenaline rush from the booze and the pills and the mushrooms. Didn't feel the punch at all. But my other friend's hand, he punched him so hard, he broke his hand. So I was like, dear God, man, when you punch someone with your hand, you got to be really careful. Not to say that you should or anything. So I was kind of thinking, it's like, man, that was dumb. You really should have just elbowed him. But no, I broke the fight up right away. I'm like, all right, fight's over. The guy who landed the punch lost. No, it wasn't too bad. My one buddy, when he broke his hand, he went to the hospital and they were able to set it for him without any major issues either. So everyone was okay in the end. And it was funny when after the fight was over, everyone's like, Mark, whatever you do, don't come back to the trailer until you sober up. So we waited and waited, partying at the trailer. And like 8 hours later, Mark came back and he had sobered up and he was fine. And he apologized. He's like, sorry guys, I got a little out of control there. So we accepted his apology and gave him a ride back to the city when it was time to leave the next day. So that's one way I'm always thinking. It's like, you got to be able to forgive people and understand. Some people get crazy when they get fucked up on booze and pills. You really got to watch it. You know what's the weirdest thing too? After that whole thing happened, we ran into the gangster that was selling the mushrooms. And we're like, hey man, can you please not sell any of the mushrooms to our friend Mark again? He's got like this serious like alcohol problem and he's on antidepressants. And he's like, you know what? He's like, my best friend has this same problem and I don't give him mushrooms either because the same thing will happen. And I'm like, okay, so you understand. And he's like, yeah, I guess I won't. So I'm like, wow. So even the gangster was kind of nice. He wouldn't sell mushrooms to him anymore after that. So that was good. Now that's what I think in UFC, they even talk about it. A lot of times when they wear the UFC fight gloves, they actually do it just to protect their hands. It's not so much to actually protect the other guy's face. Because you'd be surprised, like the bones in your face are a lot thicker and harder than the ones in your hand, right? Oh, fuck, our whole team's dying. Alright, let's bring out... Fuck, we needed Monk to get healed. Let's bring her out for now. This will be some good fucking... Holy shit, we're up to 7 viewers and 3 likes. Thanks, everyone. Jeez, it's one of the best popular shows yet. No, I tried to get the sound levels balanced again. Oh yeah, Burger Time hat's through. Oh shit, now I got a big line. Someone would walk in, they'd be like, what's with the giant line on your forehead? I'll be like, it wasn't from burgers. That's for sure. They'd be like, burgers? Now what I'd like to do is on my birthday, I'm hoping to do a before and after picture of what I look like at 220 plus pounds. Huge fucking gut. And then compare it to after like 3 months of sobriety. And then see if I can actually see abs. Let's hope. I still really got another month or so to lose the extra weight I need. I gotta lose like another 20 pounds. And today I overate again. But yeah, we'll have to start tomorrow. At least today was the sit-ups in there. So I'm kind of hoping that balances out the eating a little. I know it always doesn't work, but you'd be surprised. If you ever fall off the wagon on a diet and you can do a decent amount of sit-ups, it can sometimes cancel it out so that you can eat a little bit more and not really pack on so much weight. I shouldn't jinx it. Fuck. No, so those are my old trailer park stories. I got a bunch of other trailer park stories, but I won't get into too much of them. Don't want to waste them all. Save some for good. Yeah, if anyone's wondering where I used to have a trailer, up on, what is it, Lake Huron, a place called Bayfield. Oh, Bayfield was nice. I miss that place. What happened was, Portuguese families came and bought all the trailers. And they would only usually buy or sell to other Portuguese people. So after we lost the trailer there, I don't think we could get another one. Maybe one day. But I pretty much lived my fill of the trailer park life. Should try to move on, not live in the past. A lot of the Portuguese families are really nice there, but they got a little bit upset if you tried to date the Portuguese girls on them. I don't know why. You know, some families like to keep it in the family or whatever. I don't know how it works, but I think I was a bit of a hippie at that time too. I used to have long hair then. I'd always wear the shirts that had pot leaves on them. So yeah, couldn't even have been just because I wasn't Portuguese. Maybe they're discriminating against me because I was a bit of a hippie. Those dirty hippies. Hey, Old Stinger, how's it going, man? Welcome back to the chat. He's the viewer from Georgia. Not to give your location every time. And it's a guy. It's... Now I want to do an episode about the Georgia Guidestones. Oh yeah, which reminds me, I never finished the Gene Roddenberry story. So did anyone hear how Gene Roddenberry died? Turned out it was like a massive heart attack. And it sort of came like spur of the moment. No one knew he had any heart issues. But how I found about it, there was something really suspicious. Like I started getting into like researching why the fuck we weren't going back to the moon. And I started to learn that there was different people in Hollywood that had like insider information about what was going on with NASA. And so I started to check. I'm like, hey, maybe Stanley Kubrick left us some clues. Or maybe Gene Roddenberry left us some clues. So I found some of the clues by Stanley Kubrick, and I thought, oh, that was kind of interesting, but it really didn't give me too much to go on. So then I went to the Gene Roddenberry information to see if I could find out any clues that he left of why we didn't go back to the moon. And guess what episode I found it in? Turned out to be an episode called Clues. Hence the name. So I don't know if anyone's ever seen the episode Clues. It was all full of like references of like an alternative theory about what might have happened when NASA went to the moon. And guess when Gene Roddenberry died? He died like the day after that episode aired on TV. So it's like he released all of his clues and died the next day. So it was like of like a massive heart attack no one seen coming. So I was like, holy shit, man, that's such a fucked up situation. Oh yeah, and that was today when I was reading about Gene Roddenberry's anniversary came up. I looked into Buzz Aldrin. He had a story on the news, surprisingly, today. And they were disclosing some of the stuff that happened on the moon that he hasn't told anyone yet. And it turned out when he went to the moon, they actually brought, stuff to do religious ceremonies. So he brought some wine and he brought some bread so that they could do a communion. You know how like in church they do those communions? So he could do that on the moon. Which I thought that was really weird, a sacrifice ritual on the fucking moon. But yeah, so what happened was NASA said that they wanted NASA to have like a squeaky clean image and not to be associated with any one religion. They wanted it to be like a universal thing where everyone went to the moon and it wasn't just like Catholics that were going. So what happened was they weren't allowed to tell anyone that they were there doing religious ceremonies. So yeah, they did a religious ceremony, and that's when it really started to hit me, was that Roddenberry, Buzz Aldrin, he was a Freemason, and he went there to do sacrifice ceremonies. And let's see, who should we sub out? Let's sub out Genie for Monk. See if Monk can tear him a new one. And it turned out Buzz Aldrin appears to be the one who came back from the moon with the demon attached to him. And why people wonder why I think Buzz Aldrin has the demon. Basically because I learned that I could sense demons. I actually only learned it recently. I started to put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, fuck man, Mike Tyson is the one I sensed it from. And I sensed it from Buzz Aldrin. And it happened both when I was at Fan Expo convention. I was standing next to them. I'm like, holy shit, man. All of a sudden, all the hair on my arms and all the hair on my back and the hair on my face, it all just like went, like, you know how cats, when they see something that freaks them or spooks them, all your hair stands on it. Well, that's what happened to me when I stood next to Mike Tyson and when I stood next to Buzz Aldrin. So it was only recently that I started to realize that Mike Tyson has admitted that he actually hears visions from the God of War. So I was like, what the fuck, man? That's almost like Mike Tyson admitting that he's got like demonic possession going, right? And that his demon is the fucking God of War. I never sensed you. I think sensing demons has to be something in person. And then the only reason I was thinking that I could sense them is hopefully I don't have a demon attached to you. Because that's what I was wondering. It's like normally to sense something, you have to have it as well. So I was like, shit, man, is that what that means? That if I can sense demons, maybe I have one attached as well? Hope not. But I think everyone has a certain amount of demons attached to them. It's all about how strong of a demon. Let's hope that's what it is. Alright, so we're just getting our asses wiped in this battle. Not in a good way. So let's go do something else. We'll come back to it if I got nothing else to do. Yeah, so I was surprised that Buzz Aldrin has that demon attached to him, but then I was like, one of the things that you can tell if someone really has a demon, even if you can't sense it, is they usually have a really proneness to alcoholism, like being an alcoholic. And I found out in that article that, yeah, Buzz Aldrin, when he came back from the moon, he became a raging alcoholic. But he said he's been able to quit drinking for 40 years now. So good for him, he was able to quit, but not to say that every person who's an alcoholic has a demon, because I'm sure some people don't, but it is one of those things that even the Bible warns about, how like alcohol is a spirit. That's what they call it. Spirits. It can bring out the spirits in you. Oh yeah, the event center. Fuck, can't forget that. Hunger Games. Oh shit, do we still have time to bet? Looks like we do. Right, who should we bet? Oh yeah, Regal. Thanks again, Regal. He was in the Discord giving advice to some players about heroes. So big shout out to Regal and good luck in the Hunger Games. Let's see who Regal's versus. Ooh, fuck. He's got a hell of a battle coming up. He doesn't have any 4 red stars, and he's versus a 4 red star Bifel. Ooh, and a 4. Shit, man. That's not looking good for Regal. But good luck to you, man. I'd bet on you if I thought you could win it. But you told me not to, so. George says he's not really in the chat. He's just all in my head. I wish if my head could give super chats. I'd be like, get back to work, head. Keep those super chats coming. No, I don't really care too much about money because everything that I wanted for money in life has already really passed. So all the chances I had to spend the money on things I wanted, it was already too late. So in a way, it doesn't really bother me not having so much money, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to fix my place up north or rebuild it, and then I'll be like, shit, now I actually need money. So let's hope that situation comes one day. Holy shit, look who Collator changed his hero to. I've never even seen that guy. Has anyone else seen this guy before? That's a pretty new one, I think, eh? I don't recognize him. Unless maybe it's one of those things where I was looking right at it and didn't recognize it. Oh shit. Ovender versus Collator. That's a pretty intense battle. Alright, so let's go a quick readout who we got. NPC versus Thala. If I had to guess, maybe NPC will win. Collator versus Ovender. I think Collator's going to win. But damn, that looks like a close battle. Noob Master versus One Punch Man. It's pretty close. Adam versus Union Fat. That looks like Adam might win. But if I had to guess, Union has a lot of items. Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks more like Union's going to win that one. Sorry if I'm saying everyone's names wrong. Can't even say my own name right half the time. Alright, Kirakoma versus Zion. That might be the safest bet. Yeah, everyone's betting Kirakoma for that. Let's see why. Oh yeah, Zion's got a little bit weaker. Oh yeah, Kirakoma is going to wipe ass on this one. Or kick ass. So let's try placing a bet there. And who else is there? Joey versus Stephanie. That looks pretty close. Except for Stephanie's got the better avatar. Or no, Joey does. Better advertise or image. I don't even know what letter that is, so I'm just guessing it's a J. Subaru versus James Bond. Holy fuck, man. Did everyone... I shouldn't give it away. But did everyone hear what happened to James Bond in the last James Bond movie? I don't even know. Maybe that movie came out a long time ago and everyone already knows. What a fucking nightmare. I shouldn't say it's that bad because I knew shit like this was coming. Alright, that looks like a close one. James Bond versus Subaru. If I had to guess, Subaru's going to win. But good luck to James Bond. Slythe versus Blank. Oh yeah, let's see. Who do I think is going to win that? Looks like Blank might win. Ooh, she's got the Kiss logo. Alright, Psychosis versus Woman. Or Wyman. And let's see. Psychosis looks like they might win. Apostrophe versus Chinese lettering. Or is that Korean? I don't know the lettering too well. Could be Japanese, Korean, Chinese, who knows. If anyone knows what characters those are, let me know in the chat. I should ask my brother's boyfriend. He's fluent in Chinese because he's from China, so he could probably tell me what language that is at least, if he can't read it. That was kind of neat. Someone asked me to translate an amulet, and they thought it was like really ancient writing, and they couldn't figure it out. So I showed it to him, and I had a feeling it was like old Chinese, and it turned out it was old Chinese. And it was a curse, too, so he was like, get rid of that thing. It's fucking cursed. I'm like, I told the girl, and she wouldn't get rid of it because she's convinced it's like aliens. I'm like, it's not aliens, it's Chinese, I know for sure. But I don't know, like there's an old theory too where I think she's part right. They say that China's language was actually brought from the immortals who came from the moon. So you could technically call that alien writing. But I would still think I would more refer to it as Chinese. Alright, so Keck versus User. That looks like Keck's going to win that one. Yeah, some people bet on Keck. Mickey Mouse versus Nash. I think Mickey Mouse will probably win that one. And Regal versus Robin Wood. We covered that. I'm cheering for Regal, but I think Robin might take it. Shout out to Robin if she's watching the show. Wrecking Ball versus Incesta. No, I was going to go on a date with a really hot babe named Robin, but I just didn't get enough time. And she kind of sort of ghosted me now because I'm pretty sure she's met someone else who actually has free time. Well, I was kind of hoping maybe we could still be friends, but probably not. Alright, so Wrecking Ball versus Incesta. Let's see who we got there. I got to stop talking so much relationship on the show, but I really got nothing else going on in my life. Alright, 390 Takahan versus Demir. That looks like a popular bet. Yeah, Takahan might win that, or Chan, however you say it. Even Flow versus Unimaginable. That's like neck and neck, eh? Same levels. I'd have to say Unimaginable's going to win. And those are just my predictions. I'm not offering gambling advice. Now, what happened was with the James Bond movies, they've been talking a lot about in the media that they're going to replace James Bond in the next movie with a woman. So they're phasing out the man as being a secret agent. And I don't know, that reminds me of when they did that with Ghostbusters, how like the Ghostbuster franchise tanked after they replaced all the guys with women. I think there's a few other things. The He-Man show came out and they replaced He-Man with She-Ra. And everyone's like, what the fuck, man? Like, She-Ra already has her own show. Just put her in her show. Why does she have to come on He-Man and take over his show? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's what they did with James Bond. Apparently they killed him off in the last movie and now he's done. So now from now on it'll be women as James Bond, or the agents. And I personally already quit watching the James Bond movies because I didn't like it after that casino one. So I was like, oh, it doesn't really matter who they put in it. I really don't care. And to be honest, James Bond movies are science fiction anyways. So when it comes to like killing off a character, you could just write something in to bring him back from the dead. You'd be like, oh, James Bond wasn't actually dead. He just faked his death. So that's what they could do if they really wanted to bring James Bond back as a guy. So spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't seen the movie, yeah, James Bond dies in it. I don't know, someone told me that. I didn't actually watch the movie, so maybe it was a hoax and they were just pulling my leg. That could be it too. So don't be worried that if you didn't know and you want to watch the movie, what I heard might have been false already. But no, there is that ancient prophecy where everything's going to turn the opposite. So wouldn't that mean that James Bond has to turn into a woman in order for that prophecy to be true? So that's where when I keep seeing everything turning opposite, it really doesn't bother me that much because I'm like, hey, maybe it's a good sign. The golden age will be coming. The age where I get to tear down my house up north and build a new one. It's just around the corner. Ah, fuck, we still lost. Son of a whore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Who doesn't love whores? Yeah, Jane Bond or Janice Bond. I think there already was a show called Jane Bond. Or no, that was James Bond Jr. That's the one I used to watch. I remember at one point they changed James Bond to a kid, and I used to watch that show. But that was just a cartoon. Yeah, and that cartoon was so funny. Like, James Bond would always like be almost dying. Like, the bad guy would get him stuck in a trap, and the trap was just about to kill him, and then they would cut to a commercial, and then when the commercial at break was over, they would come back, and James Bond Jr. would just be okay, and he escaped, but they would never tell you how. So I was like, what the fuck, man? He was like gonna die right when you left off. And then they come back, and he's just fine, and they don't explain why. So I was like, man, that was such a weird show, but I was hooked on it when I was a kid. Holy shit, we almost made it to double-digit viewers. We're at 8 and 9 for a sec. I was anticipating that, what's his name, the guy sharing the XXX ads would be here soon. Now, I think how it works in YouTube, if you turn off the censorship for those ads, somehow, like, the people that do those ads, they can tell, and then they show up in your chat. Because I don't know if they just go into every chat, and whatever one's not blocked, it just appears. Victory! Yes! Yeah, so that's what I figure. I should try to be on the bright side and look at life and be like, hey, I'll keep plugging away at YouTube. One of these days, I'll find my groove in YouTube and get enough revenue that I can actually repair or tear down my house up north and fix it. And hopefully it'll take around the same amount of time as it takes for my uncle to either end up in the hospital or, God forbid, and then that way I won't have to ditch him. Like, I pretty figured if I had the money to replace my house and fix it and move, I would stay here anyways so that I could continue looking after my uncle. So I still got enough time to wait while trying to get my life back together financially. No, I've been slowly saving for the repair, but you can imagine working part-time. It's not really too easy to pay off a fucking house repair. But that'd be so wild if one day in the future I actually own my own house and don't have to be living in the basement anymore. But I keep souping up my basement every more and more, so... Oh yeah, if anyone heard the good news, one of the viewers that used to call in all the time, what was his name again? Noah Gaming Clan. Make sure you sub to his channel if you haven't already. Yeah, Noah Gaming Clan, he was telling me all about how he was like fixing his PS2 so that he could emulate stuff. So that's what I did this week. I broke out my PS2, put it on my gaming shelf, and started looking up the stuff that he was talking about. Because I already have a whole stack of PS2 games, but I'm like, man, the CD drive is going to burn out on it soon. Because it's a really old console. So I was like, I might as well just emulate the games that I own and try the method that Noah Gaming Clan was talking about. So if anyone hasn't heard, the PS2 like cracking method is fucking amazing these days. Like there's people making videos about it still in 2021. So what happened is they came up with a program called Free McBoot, and you have to get it onto a memory card. Most people just order the memory card from China, so it costs like $10. That's how much I got mine for. And then they send you the memory card, and it's got Free McBoot. So you put it in your PS2 console, and it opens up like this its own operating system called Free McBoot. So it doesn't actually change your console at all. You can just take the memory card out, go back to normal at any time. So once you got this Free McBoot on your PlayStation 2, it gives you two options. You can either just put games on a USB stick that you have the emulators for, like the ISO files, and then just put that in, and you can play them right off the USB stick. So what I could do is get copies of the games that I already own for PS2, put them on a memory stick, and then I don't have to play them off the disc anymore. I can just save my disc. That sounds bad. And then, then play the games. Or there's a secondary method. What other people realize is you can also do it the hard drive method. Because one drawback to the USB method is it loads the data too slow to be able to do the cutscenes in full speed, and it loads a little slower. So they're like, hey, if you want faster loading speeds and you want the cutscenes to go at full speed, then you got to load the games onto the hard drive. And if anyone remembers, some of the PS2s, they actually had hard drives where you could upgrade it, put a hard drive in it. So one of the drawbacks is the PS2 hard drives, a lot of people don't have them. Well, I already have one, but I was thinking I'm going to go with the faster method. What one person just released a video for is you can buy an emulator, an IDE to SATA cable, so that you can put a regular SATA hard drive instead of the old IDE ones. So some people go that route, or other people are like, hey, instead of even putting a hard drive in it, why the fuck would you bother? So what they did is they got an IDE to an adapter to an SD card. So now I can literally just put an SD card in the hard drive slot of my PS2, and now I can load the games from it at full speed. But obviously I just ordered all that stuff yesterday, so it's going to take a while, and it only cost about $40 total. For all the adapters, all the, the Free McBoot. And I got a new PS2 controller. I was like, man, I hate the old PS2 controller because it has a wire, but they sell new wireless ones. So yeah, I'll have a wireless controller for my PS2, and I'll be able to play all my old games. And some of them you can still play online, even though they shut the servers down. Some people opened up like their own servers. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. Maybe we'll do some live streams of SOCOM 2. Might do some live streams of Mortal Kombat Deception. I don't know if anyone's played Deception before. Damn, that's a good game. I think I got the case for it here. See if I can reach it. No, Mortal Kombat Deception. I think it was one of those special limited edition ones I got. Yeah, it is. So just in case anyone at PlayStation is watching and they're worried that I don't actually own the games I'll be emulating. Now I've got Mortal Kombat Deception, and it's a dual pack, collector's edition. I can't even remember why it has 2 discs. If anyone can remember why. And it's got puzzle, it's got chess, it's got a conquest mode, and then it's got the regular like Mortal Kombat battles. And surprise, surprise, the thing that I like the most out of all of it isn't even the fighting. I didn't really like chess. Chess is kind of okay. But I actually like the puzzle. The puzzle in this game is fucking amazing. So if I can go and play it online again, I'll be happy. It might actually be good enough for me to go and play it. Because some people are like, oh god, will you actually play PS2 games? I can't even get interested in modern games. Yes, the game is actually in here. Sometimes I worry that I didn't put the game back in the case. So if anyone wants to play some Mortal Kombat Deception against me, see if you can get your PS2 up and running also. Oh yeah, I was checking online and a whole bunch of people did videos about how PS2 is the best game ever. Oh fuck. That's not good. This game is scratched really bad, and it's scratched on the surface. So lucky I'll be playing the backups for it. Because I don't think that disc is going to load. Who the fuck scratched it like that? Sons of bitches. It's probably me. Who else would it be? No, I probably bought it used and didn't check how badly it was scratched. Idiot. Alright, so if anyone else heard the big video game news today, there was a record that was beat. What is it? Nintendo Switch held the best-selling console for 33 months. I don't know how many years that works out to. Almost 3 years or whatever. So guess who beat them? It was the PlayStation 5. Apparently PlayStation 5 has got enough units in stock now that they were able to outsell the Switch for the first time in, what is it, 33 months. So PlayStation is officially back on top. I can't believe Nintendo managed to dominate for so long with the Switch. I really haven't heard a game that people like. Does anyone know a game that they like for the Switch? Is that Zelda game the one that's still popular? Or I guess Smash Brothers. I think that's the only other one. Or Mario Kart. I was thinking Mario Kart and Smash Brothers were the two games I was like, maybe I should buy the Switch. But I'm not really a big fan of either of those franchises, so like I can't stand Smash Brothers. It's one of the games I hate the most, so I definitely wouldn't buy it for that. But I do like Mario Kart. So yeah, that new Mario Kart for Switch, that one actually did look almost worthwhile buying the console for. Not quite, but pretty close. Damn, everyone I have to play against is so dominant. Let's see if we can win a battle. I don't think we're going to win this one either. Now, if anyone's wondering what Mortal Kombat puzzle is like, I could try to show it. Or I should just bring a screenshot. Trying to show the case will never work. It's basically like, what is it, like Tetris? Except Mortal Kombat put their own spin on it. And damn, some of the combos you can do with it, they're fucking insane. They're like, take like 10 minutes to set up a fucking combo. Yeah, sometimes you can spend the whole round just building one giant combo. And how it works is when you pull off the combo, it dumps all the blocks onto your opponent's team or board. So man, it's really fun. Me and my friend Victor used to play it non-stop for like fucking every time he was over, that's what we would play. Ah, here it is. Oh fuck, man. Piece of shit. All these ads are loading. I just want to open the image. Let's try that. There we go. So if anyone's wondering, oh, I can't even see it. I have to make it bigger. That's what you said. So it sort of looks like that, and it doesn't even show, but these things, it's hard to explain. But it's actually a really fun game. I know when I first looked at it, I was like, man, that looks like the shittiest Tetris ever. And then I started playing it, I'm like, oh my god, is this fun. That's actually what Pat and Ian were talking about today on the show. If anyone's seen the CU podcast, one of the viewer questions was, what game did you look at and thought was going to be garbage? And then when you played it, you were like so shocked how good it was. That was Mortal Kombat Puzzle for me. I forget what they said their ones. They said like that lawyer game or whatever. They thought that looked really shitty until they played it and then they liked it. The one for Nintendo DS. I can't believe Ian said he likes the tactics battles. That's actually one of my favorite series as well. If I had more time, that's what I'd be playing. Let's see, which ones do I got? Alright, we got 2 tactics battle games. These were some of the tactics battle games I used to play for PS2. La Pucelle Tactics. It was a really good one. Same thing, it's sort of like a chessboard type, like turn-based role-playing game. And what is it? Sudoku Tactics. This one was a really good one as well. I think when I got to the PS3, I had a bunch of tactics games too, but these ones are good ones. Ooh, this one's a dual disc, and I actually have both discs still. And they're not scratched. Sweet. Oh, it came with the limited edition soundtrack. I never really liked the soundtrack in it, so didn't bother listening to that. Yeah, I got the manual and everything. I know there were some people online that were making fun of the Amico cases for the games, and they thought the stuff that came with it is very gimmicky. But people are complaining that it doesn't come with a manual, instead it comes with a 3D card. But Tommy Tallarico is actually not lying. When you hold that 3D card in your hand, it looks fucking amazing. But when you film it on camera, you just can't really tell because it doesn't like actually pop out of the card like it does in real life. So if I had to pick if I wanted the 3D collector card or if I wanted the manual, I think Tommy's right. I would actually go with the 3D card instead. I know some people might be thinking I'm just kissing his ass, but no, I've actually been very critical of almost everything he's done on the Amico. Alright, victory. Oh yes, we got the overall victory. Now, to be honest, I'm actually thinking about buying the Amico, but I still haven't pre-ordered it because I'm not sure that it'll at launch. I'm still worried that Tommy will run out of money in the company before they can get the thing launched. Hope that doesn't happen, but yeah, because that Bomberman game that I opened and got the collector card and the coin for, fuck man, it looks like a good Bomberman game. And it was actually Tommy was the one who got me into Bomberman when I was a kid. Or a teenager, because he recommended it on his show, and then I rented it, and it was like one of my favorite games. So I really owe him like for actually tuning me in to what was to be one of my favorite games. I even got it for Super Nintendo, and then got the Super NES multi-tap so that all of our friends could come over and play it. We used to have huge Bomberman Battle Royale games. Oh, was that ever fun. We would play it for months, even years on end. We would stay up all night, like partying, drinking, smoking, playing Bomberman. It was a fucking blast. No pun intended. Now, I'm sure you could have fun in Bomberman doing it sober too, but I never tried that yet. Soon we will, I guess, if the Amico comes out. Or when it comes out, let's hope. I don't know if anyone's seen one of those 3D collector cards, but it's so weird when you hold it in your hand and you like rotate the card, it looks like the character comes right out of the card. It's fucking amazing. But obviously when you're filming it on camera, it doesn't look as good. So I know, which would you rather have? Would you rather have some 3D collector card, or would you rather have a manual that comes with the case? I figure with manuals these days, like the games are already so basic and they usually have the manual built right into the game. So you can just like play a demo mode or whatever and learn everything. So manuals are kind of redundant. Like I can't even remember the last time I got a game and I was like, hey, let's read the manual first. I don't know, like all the PS4 games that I got, I never read the manual. I just went right into the player tutorial. No, I'm excited to see the PS2 to see if it actually runs off the SD cards after I modded it. Like, it's not that bad of a mod. All I have to do is unhook my Final Fantasy IDE hard drive and swap it to the cable that connects to an adapter, and then that adapter connects to the SD card holder. So then when I want to put PlayStation 2 games on that SD card... Oh yeah, I was going to ask, does anyone know a good place to get SD cards? Like, I don't know, has anyone run into that scam where you order a SD card and it comes in the mail and it says that it's like 200 gigs or whatever, and you put it in your device and it'll register as 200 gigs, but when you try to transfer anything over 40 gigs, it all goes corrupt. And a lot of people don't even notice because they buy the memory card and they're like, oh, right, I have 200 gigs, and they put it in their phone or they put it in their Switch or they put it in whatever device. And then they never find out because they never put in more than 40 gigs. Like, a lot of people put memory on their phone and never fill it up. But if they ever reach that over 40 gig mark, then all of a sudden, boom, they find out. And it's the same thing with cars. You know, like a car, how some people could run the odometer back. That's the same thing that these Chinese or memory card companies in general, they got huge, like, warehouses full of these 40 gig memory cards, and no one wants them. So what they did is they got some programs to change the paint, like write a new paint on it, paint that it says it's like 200 or 500 gigs or whatever, and then they sell it even though it's only a 5 or a 40 gig card. Oh yeah, and then they also have software that can write and change the description of the card. So instead of saying that it's like a 40 gig card on your computer when you put it in, it'll actually say it's like a 500 gig card. And they said some of the companies got caught because it got ridiculous where they started like labeling it 2 terabytes, and then people got it and like, wait a minute, this card isn't 2 terabytes. Once they put anything more than 40 gigs on it, they realized that it was actually just a 40 gig card and it was labeled 2 terabytes. So I think a lot of times when they do it now, they'll like sell it as a 100 gig card and be like, oh, it just, there was a little bit of like leftover data. Sometimes the memory cards are a little bit smaller than they're actually labeled. But I was like, fuck, man, if you order a 100 gig card and it's only 40, that's a lot for it to be under. So I'm undecided if I should try to take a risk and get a cheap memory card or just go with an official company and order straight from their website so that I can guarantee I won't get one of those fake cards again. Because I think I got the fake card like 2 or 3 times in a row, even ordering from Amazon. Sucks. I know it's not real problems I should be complaining about. Now, as long as you got your health, like the viewer was saying, he's going through heart problems. I'm sure he's worried, or he'd be happy if his biggest worry was a corrupt memory card. Alright, let's see. Who can we boost up? I think... Is it him? There was someone we can boost up. Yes! We can still boost up Tengu. So I'm not even going to give James Bond a bad review, or Jane Bond, or Janice Bond, Ginny Bond. Like George was suggesting. Maybe I'll watch the movie and it'll turn out to be like a really hot babe and a really good movie. Now, sometimes when I watch those James Bond movies, it kind of reminds me of real life because I end up getting into big trouble with like international spies doing some of my ancient mystery research. So when I watch those, it kind of, I can relate to them. Every time like there's like some foreign babe that comes from another country to visit me, I'm like, oh shit. Is this another agent that's coming to spy on me? It's like, hopefully we can make out first before she tries to kill me. Oh man. Or I'm just way too conspiratorial. I gotta try to be more realistic. Alright, what do we go? Oh yeah, the tavern tasks. See what kind of action we get on those today. What I want to do is save up a whole bunch of the casino tokens so that we can actually do some damage in the casino. We actually have some good news when it comes to the casino. Next casino round, not to jinx it, but I think we'll get 2 heroes. Why? Because we should have enough tokens to actually do it all the way to the full reward. Oh yeah, I have to bring a 4-star. And we'll do the bounty hunter missions today so that we can actually get some better ones too. Yeah, 3 to 4. Can you imagine if I got 3 to 4 heroes? I think last time we did it, we only got 2. But I got a lot of shitty rolls. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe this time it'll balance out and we'll get better ones. Yeah, because it didn't anyone check. Like, I got a Genghis Khan on the wheel right now. So if we get him, then we'll be able to unlock Captain Decker. And once we get Decker, we should have a better chance at beating that dungeon. Someone mentioned that if I want to beat the dungeon, I got to try to stun their health, like their healing magic. And Captain Decker's the way to do that. So far that I've determined. I could be wrong about that. So yeah, so we're going to go for Genghis Khan. Let's make sure, do we have 2 of him? Yeah, we don't have any of them in here. Oh yeah, and that reminds me. Someone pointed out not to burn the Dariuses because I'm going to need him to make Thanos. And I'm way far away from making Thanos. Like, I think I need another 6 purples of the other rare ones. So, even though I'm far away, yeah, I'm going to still save Darius because I don't want to get those rare ones and then not have Darius. That'll fucking suck. So, yeah, let's check this, see which ones we got. Oh, fuck. I always click that by accident. Yeah, we got 2 Genghis Khans. So when we get the 3rd one, we'll be in action. Let's see. For Genghis Khan, who does he need to evolve? Oh yeah, did I finish telling the other good news I had from today? Oh, it's just 2 common ones. That's good. Yeah, so we'll have enough to make Genghis Khan. And then we'll be able to make Decker. Because we got this guy and we got this guy. We actually have 2 of this guy. 1 of this guy. I know I have him linked in, Tengu's DNA right now. But we'll switch Tengu's DNA back to his Red Star one. And then use this guy. Then we'll have Captain Decker. And Captain Decker, reduce the target's health recovery by 80% for 3 rounds. Is that every time he does a special, or is that just once per battle? If anyone knows, they could fill me in. That'd be great. I don't think... Yeah, and he has anti-reduction. Or anti-control. That's good. Ooh, immunity shield too. Alright, so that's we'll be looking forward to that. And if we could get the Peaceman. I might actually just change the casino wheel so we can try to win Peaceman faster. Because yeah, if once we can make the gold Peaceman. Oh fuck, do we have Bison? That actually might be another one that we were short on. Let's check. Does anyone see Bison? Fuck, I don't see Bison here. Let's check if he's in our other list.
Only in fairy tales does the one you love tell you you will...
Fuck man, now I forget. What element is Bison? Oh yeah, it was the Peaceman. That's what I was looking for. I was just going to brag that my memory's working better. Alright, there's the Sun Star. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Let's check. See if we got Sun Star guy. Ah, fuck, we don't have him either. So we're going to have to get a Mr. Bison from the casino. Let's check. How hard is it to get Bison from the casino? I'm pretty sure I seen him. If anyone's wondering what I'm looking up. Thanks again, Shelly, for posting this. In case she's watching the replays. I doubt it, but... Ah, fuck, man. There's no way to get Bison? Oh, no, there he is. Thank God. Let's Fuck, man. Looking right at him. Couldn't see him. Alright, so we'll try to get Bison, and we'll try to get Peaceman, and we'll try to get Genghis Khan. So that'll be our goal for next time, when the casino's back. Is that this Thursday? Let's check. God, keep clicking the same thing. It's still wrong. Alright, Bounty Hunter bullets. Yep, casino is next time. Yeah, so if we have a little bit of luck at the casino, we could be making a new red hero, and we'll be able to boost up one of our heroes by a red star. That'll be fucking sick. Old Stinger says he's got 2 of them, and he'll trade. That's what I was hoping. Maybe the game will actually add trades one day. I doubt it, but you never know. Alright, let's go to the bounty mission, see what we can get. Oh, they fucking gave us that garbage again. They keep giving me, what is it, Rock God. I'm not doing them. Even though it's a 5-star mission, I don't give a shit. I'm not wasting a 5-star bullet count on fucking these ores. Fuck that shit. I'd rather just refresh and get other shit instead. Alright, so we'll play these first because, yeah, this is worth getting. I know that's probably a stupid thing to do, to not take the 5-star mission you give you, but they keep giving me the garbage one. If they want to give me garbage, I'll just say fuck it. I'm so stubborn, I'll be like, I don't want your fucking trash. You either give me an average reward or I'm not taking it. No, because I'm not really trying to beat the 5-star reward anyways. It uses up too many bullets, and I really got to try to save my bullets right now. There's no super reward for beating it this time, so there's no point wasting all my bullets on a case where there's no super reward. Oh yeah, Canada got some good news too. One of our provincial premier leaders, or whatever they call him, Ford, the brother of the good Ford. We used to have a good Ford mayor, the one that was on TV all the time, where he got caught smoking crack with gangsters, but he still stayed our mayor. Yeah, or the premier or whatever. Yeah, I think he was the mayor. So everyone felt so bad, like after the crack smoking mayor, he was getting so popular, like everyone loved him so much because he was like such a good guy, even though he was smoking crack. And he was relatable to a lot of people in the big city. I guess the crack problem's pretty severe in some areas of Toronto. But yeah, so everyone loved him. He was getting so popular on the news. Then all of a sudden he got aggressive stomach cancer and died. Just like when Putin, usually people accuse the Russians of poisoning their leaders. That's basically how this Ford brother died. He died at the peak of his popularity. So then after his brother died, or once he died, his brother started to run for the Premier of Ontario. And people picked him to be the Premier because they missed his brother so much. And fuck, man, is he ever the opposite of his brother? You know how there's usually one good brother in the family and one that's like a piece of shit? Not to say that my family runs like that, or I guess I'm the piece of shit. But yeah, anyways. So this bad leader, he's like completely destroyed our province during the lockdowns. He made the lockdowns stricter and made them last even longer. But he announced some good news, is that according to him, as soon as May comes, they're actually going to release some of the restrictions. Like March of next year. So March of next year is when we'll start to see some of our lockdown rules and all that shit start to get eased. And some people might be laughing their ass off because their country ended the lockdowns and all the rules for it like years ago or months. But yeah, in my province, it's still worse than ever. Go figure, eh? It's probably because they heard me complaining about it so much. They're like, oh, Leland, you're bitching so much. How about we make it last even longer? No, what happened was my province was the one that had the native protest that was costing Bill Gates millions of dollars an hour. And he vowed to get revenge on them and to end their protests for good. So yeah, that's basically how our province ended up with the longest fucking lockdowns. I'm pretty sure the natives have already started to go back and protest. I hope so. Let's soak Bill Gates for as much money as we can. Make him fucking pay back for all the fucking shit he caused. Not to say he was responsible for the pandemic, because I know we can't say that because of the CDC and stuff, but I know one thing he screwed our country over with is he fought our country in legal battles to take control of all of our nation's assets. And he fought our court system and he fought our court system until he just raped us for like everything we owned. Fucker, man. He took all of our railroads. Now you can't even take a commuter train anywhere. Like a 2-hour train trip is now at 4 hours. Why? Because we got to wait for fucking Bill Gates to give us permission to use our own fucking train tracks. Son of a bitch, man. I know I should like Bill Gates because I kind of like Microsoft, Xbox, and I like Windows. So he has done some good. But damn, when he came in and fucked our country over like that, that's why I kind of liked when the natives protested against him. I was like, yeah, we should get all of our fucking railroads back. Or at least some of the money. I don't know if anyone heard when Bill Gates took advantage of Canada and got all of our railroads after like decades of legal battles. Like the Canadian government tried to stop him from taking all of our shit. But eventually the politicians gave in, the courts gave in. And yeah, decades later he got all of our shit. So yeah, when he fucking took all that shit and he got it, he became the world's richest again. And it wasn't from computers, it wasn't from any of that shit. It was from the Canada's fucking resources. So good for the natives. They started to realize, hey man, Bill Gates is fucking raping our country for all of our money. And yeah, they fucking shut him down. And then all of a sudden the pandemic came. And then the protest had to end and Bill Gates got all of his money back. Fucker. Our money. Now, as much as I sometimes hate protests, man, the native protests have been kicking ass in Canada. They managed to save the fucking nuclear reactor or nuclear dump. They're trying to dump all the nuclear waste into the Great Lakes. Fucking natives were the only people that managed to stop it. It's like, thank God. You imagine that, eh? Like the Green Party and like our politicians will be like, oh, we're doing everything clean. We're doing everything clean. And it's like, what are you guys doing with the nuclear waste? Oh, we're going to pour it in the fucking lakes. It's like, you sons of bitches, right? Going on about how you're helping the environment. Meanwhile, you're dumping the fucking nuclear waste in the goddamn biggest freshwater resource on the planet. Sons of bitches. That's why every time the Green Party says they got some sort of plan to help the environment, I'm like, yeah, right, you fucking do. You lying sons of bitches. I know a lot of people support the green movement, but you really got to look in the fine print. Like when they're going on about how clean electric cars are, guess where they're getting the fucking lithium from? They're getting it from Afghanistan. And guess when they announced the big lithium mines after they fucking caused all the wars in Afghanistan? Sons of bitches. Sorry to get so fired up about the environment. I know we should really look at it as one of those problems that doesn't really affect us. We can just go to work and get paid and not really care, but I don't know. It's one of the things where I'd like to have water to drink. I know Canada actually had to send some fucking planes and military to, reverse osmosis or some sort of filters to bring it up north because of some horrible oil spill that's contaminated all the drinking water. Oh God, civilization always has some sort of horrible catch to it. Man, oh man. Oh yeah, the other good news I got, get back to the good news. I finished putting my greenhouse back together today. The only bad news I had about it is once I put it together, I realized I was missing some of the parts and I'm not really finished putting it together. But technically it's standing with the roof on and everything, so first good windstorm is going to come and destroy it, and you'll get to see a new episode of me freaking out about the greenhouse being destroyed again. Unless I can get my hands on the extra parts to fix it. What happened was I lost some of the bolts and screws, and when we put it together, we got it together, but not missing some of the bolts and screws, and I realized where they were missing from just today. Alright, let's do a refresh. This is all shit. I don't want the money, I don't want the ore, and I don't want the versus tickets. It's all trash. Oh yeah, now we're talking. We need that shit. And we need those, so we'll do these. No, so shout out to Bill Gates if he watches the show. I'm not trying to pick on him. He does some good things, some bad. Who doesn't do some of both? Like shit, I'm no saint either. Some of the shit I fuck up and destroy, oh god. I don't know how I'm still here. Someone should have finished me off a long time ago. Alright, let's see. No, that's everyone. No one's a saint in real life, right? Everyone's got bad shit and good shit they do. If you see someone who claims they're a saint, watch out. There we go, elite enemy. Ooh, purple jewels. It's not bad. Oh yeah, I gotta work tomorrow, so I can't stay up too late. Oh, luckily it's only 10 o'clock. That's sweet. I would deal with the merchant, but he has garbage for inventory, so we'll just rob him. Keep that in mind, stores. Oh yeah, we got some more fist action. We need the fists. Now, I miss the good old days of refereeing fights. I noticed that, like, when I was reffing fights, that was, like, some of the most fun I've ever had. It kind of sucks when it's your friends fighting, but at least you can keep them safe, right? Let the battle go long enough that they get their differences worked out. And then stop it before it gets too out of hand. Alright, 4 bullets. Yeah, warp gate. Should we do the warp gate or just take the vampire? Let's do the warp gate. Decisions. Yeah, 5 missions. Sometimes it's tempting just to go with the vampire because, man, those purple rewards, those are nice. Yeah, Alt Stinger's got the right idea. Warp gate. Because you never know. Sometimes they'll give you the vampire in the warp gate, right? Ooh, Lost Lamb. Yeah. Another bullet. Sweet. Yeah, I skipped my nap today because I was outside working on the greenhouse the whole day. And I got a chin-up in today. I tried to do more chin-ups, but I'm like, oh fuck, I could feel my abs aching from the sit-ups. I did not want to tear something, so I'm like, fuck it, man. I gotta wait for that to heal. I'm not being Superman and trying to push through everything. I'm in my mid-40s now, so I gotta be careful of that shit. Space or fuck, man. I hate both of these. Alright, let's go with Space Shuttle. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. Once you actually get like abs going, there's a huge drawback. All of a sudden, every other muscle that you use will sometimes need your core. And then if your core is weak from fucking doing too many sit-ups, like that day doing so many that they're burnt out, yeah, then it's so much harder to do all those other things. Like I notice when I go biking, if I skip my sit-up routine so that my abs are like full strength and they're not burnt out from like doing hundreds of sit-ups, then I can bike way faster. But if I do like 300 sit-ups and then try going for a bike ride, I can just feel my core and my legs drained like fucking hell. So that's one advantage. If you don't have a six-pack abs, then you hardly ever do sit-ups. Then your core won't feel sore when you try to do other stuff. It'll just be weaker. But not sore, at least. Good merchant. Deal. Oh, right. 36 fists. So I think that's like 40 fists we already won. Yes! Another 36. Holy shit. Oh, I was going to say if they gave us 3 fists back to back, that'd be insane. Oh yeah, and if anyone wants to hear other good news, when I was adding the DNA, I got enough to boost Monk another level. So he's up to, what is that, 17? So now we only need 3 more levels, and we'll have all of our heroes at level 30 DNA. So that means we can link each hero with someone in their link thing that we have linked in the, whatchamacallit, the Darwin or Capsule Lab or whatever the fuck shit it is. Right, biology lab. Let's steal some more shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, one of my friends messaged and wants to play disc golf this weekend. I haven't played disc golf since I did my sobriety binge from weed. So it'll be nice to get a disc golf game in. I really haven't biked much either. So I don't know if we'll still have time to do an episode this weekend. I'll try, but I'm definitely going to go for disc golf if I can. Now I started to realize I was playing disc golf so much that the entire summer was going by and I wasn't getting anything done. Just disc golf. I'm like, hey, if I was a pro getting paid to play disc golf, it wouldn't be so bad, but really I got to try to focus on more productive things. If I'm ever really going to get my life turned around, I can't just always be having fun. I got to get some hard work done. And a lot of the hard work I'm doing is actually fun projects as well. Like once I get those Fan Expo videos done, that'll be like one of the highlights of my YouTube career. I know a lot of people might not even watch it because it'll be old resolution, but it'll be an accomplishment for me because I've been trying to get those done for years. And if I get them done this year, I'll be so happy. Like you got to think, when I first recorded those, YouTube wasn't even around. So it's like I didn't even know what I was going to do with the videos. I was like, what am I going to do? Put them on a tape and share them with people? Bring the tapes over to their house and play them? I started burning them on DVDs, but then no one wanted to watch them. Actually, I think I showed some people and they said the videos were really awful because they would rather just go to the convention instead of watching other people at a convention. But I figure, man, now's with the pandemic. Might actually get more people that will want to watch convention stuff because they can't go to conventions. Fuck, man, I'm just going to beat these. I don't have enough to keep refreshing it. Fuck, man, we ran out of bullets so quick. It was that 5-star one, man. It really ate them up. Alright, Lost Lamb or Warp Gate? Fuck, I think I gotta choose Warp Gate again. I want to choose Lost Lamb for the bullets. Oh, sweet, we got Lost Lamb anyway. Yes, and it was a 2-bullet. Now, some people think that really I'm not that strong because I sit around and play video games a lot on YouTube, but usually when I'm not YouTubing, I'm working like super physical jobs. Like I literally walk like 30 kilometers a day pushing around heavy machinery, so not to like brag that I'm the strongest person ever, but yeah, most people I meet, I'm usually at least double their strength or endurance. There's a couple people that I've met that are stronger than me, but it's usually guys from jail. I noticed if I meet someone from jail, usually they're stronger because they've been like working out all day, every day. Whereas I just work out 8 hours a day at work. Now I met this one guy, he was in jail. It was actually my old step-uncle. And man, he used to do arm curls so much that he was like arm curling 60 pounds like it was a feather. I'm like, holy fuck, man. I can barely even do 1 rep with that much weight, let alone doing full exercises with 60 pounds. Like my arm curl weight is 20 pounds. I do more reps though. I usually do, 20 reps with 20 pounds per arm, per set. And the reason I do that is I got really weak or langy arms, like wrist wise. So even though I got a lot of muscle in my wrist, I'm like very, hyper flexible. So if I try to arm curl like anything higher than 20 pounds, I'll just get sore wrists. So if I really want to isolate the bicep, I have to just do 20 pounds, but increase the reps to 20. I know it seems like a ridiculously high number of reps to do. Most people only do like 10 or 12 reps per set, but that's what works for me. And I realized that trick actually from a really good personal trainer is Jeff from Athlete X. He recommended doing 20-pound arm curls as well. Because he's like, yeah, a lot of people do more than 20, but they're not getting a proper workout. They're not really isolating the muscle well. So I switched to 20. Oh, fuck, what a world of difference. I used to try doing 40, and I would do like sets of like 10. But yeah, I would just get super sore wrists. I was always wondering why. I'm like, why am I always just getting a sore wrist? No pun intended. Everyone's laughing. We know why you're getting sore wrists. No, it's not the virtual mate. Alright, I'm just going to have to beat these the way they are. I don't have time to, or enough resources, bullets to keep doing that. Hopefully we can win some more bullets. Yeah, oh yeah, I keep forgetting I didn't take my nap today. I'm like, why the fuck am I so tired? Oh, but is it ever heavenly having my furnace working properly again? Our furnace had a bad gas leak that was going for over a year. My mom/roommate would never get it fixed. She was always like, why don't you just call the furnace guy? I'm like, well, I don't know, because I don't have the money to fucking fix the furnace. If I call him, then there's going to be a huge bill and I'll be fucked paying it. So she just let it go for like a whole year, even longer than a year. So I was always breathing in gas fumes, getting in headaches. It was a fucking nightmare. Oh, and the furnace was always like acting up where it would like click, 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 always trying to start. The whole room was always filling with gas. I'd have to keep the windows open to try to air out the gas fumes. Oh man, it was a fucking nightmare. It even got so bad that the city came and shut down our furnace because like, holy shit, they came and they tested and they're like, man, your whole basement's filled with explosive gas. Yeah, so we're so lucky that we didn't have something worse. But thank God the furnace broke down 100%, so it wouldn't even run at all. And she was forced to call someone and fix it. And they fixed it really good this time. Everything's working mint. No more gas fumes, no more clicking. Everything's like back to normal. So yeah, there was a lot of good stuff this weekend. Got the furnace fixed, got the greenhouse somewhat repaired. Oh yeah, I got my PS2 emulation stuff ordered and it's on its way from China. God, this reward's really bad. Who the fuck wants those blue crystals? I know I don't. Yeah, they really need to work on some of the rewards in this stuff. Some of them are so unbalanced now after they added that ore. Because you can just get infinite ore from that dungeon. So why the fuck would you get it from anywhere else? That was one of the things the game promised. I don't know if anyone else heard. They said they were going to change up what was for sale in the store. I don't know if they did anywhere. Did anyone notice the changes? As far as I can tell, the store looked the same. Maybe it's like me and it just takes them forever to get shit done. 2 tokens. Alright, Lost Lamb. Yes. Oh yeah. 2 bullets. Yeah, I keep making fun of Nintendo Switch, but man, I still can't believe that they held the record for 33 months. Who would have guessed Nintendo could do so well with just like a portable Wii? Really old, outdated technology, a screen that no one needs because they're always at home watching TV anyways, and yet it was a huge seller. That's where you got to figure the world of opposites, right? Gaming tablets were out for years and years. Yeah, more fists. And no one wanted gaming tablets. No one wanted gaming tablets. And Nintendo even tried gaming tablets with the Wii U. And still no one wanted them. And then they basically put the Wii U and took away the home console portion of it. And it became a bestseller. I would have never guessed. Wasn't it funny how so many YouTubers made videos making fun of the Switch after the release trailer came out? And they were like, who the hell would buy a Nintendo Switch to play rock, paper, scissors? Like, what kind of fucking garbage is this, Nintendo? And then it's record sales for 33 months. That's why I keep looking at the Amico. Like, everyone's making fun of it the same way. I would not be surprised if it does record sales. It's already fucking sold out at Best Buy in Canada. Fucking thing isn't even out yet, and people have already pre-ordered enough to sell it out. Alright, we got one more mission here. Alright, let's take the purple shit. I know I could get some fists from the merchant, but we need purple shit. Alright, warp gate. It's tempting to go for purple shit, but yeah, oh fuck, a shitty warp gate. Now let's try. Oh yeah, we got some bullets. I had some really weird dreams last night. I'm trying to remember what they were. I don't think it was anything prophetic, because usually when it's something really good like that, I remember. Oh yeah, I was going to a bar. That was one of the dreams I was having. I was kind of jonesing to go to bars maybe, so that's why I had a dream about it. And I went to the bar. Turned out one of my friends, who's actually in our Discord page, he was the bartender in the dream. And he poured me a drink. It was a pretty cool drink. It was like a blue drink, I think. I forget what he called it. And then I was trying to pick up some hot babes at the bar. And there was this really ugly guy there who seemed like a big time loser. And he just kept picking up all the hot babes. And I was like so jealous of him in the dream. It's pretty funny. That's what I always noticed in life too. A lot of the girls that I wanted to get always seemed like they ended up dating losers. I was like, why the hell did you date him? But I don't know. To each their own, right? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Someone that you think really isn't very attractive might actually be attractive to someone else. Holy shit, 4 bullets. Yes. Now, if I had to think, the metaphor was just like a dream, sort of explaining how like everyone's bragging on Facebook, oh, I'm going to bars, I got this, now I get all my human rights back, and they're kind of rubbing it in people's faces that have like either medical conditions or they haven't gotten this yet, and we still don't have any of our human rights. So I think that's what that dream was. Yeah, I think there was, oh yeah, there was another really wild part of the dream. This part I actually remembered pretty vividly now that I was able to start to remember it. Alright, let's go to the deal. No, it's a shitty deal. Let's take the Lost Lamb. So what happened was I was at some office, and the office had like a really cool advanced like AI robot. And I'm like, holy shit, man, this AI robot is like from Boston Dynamics and it's so advanced. I'm like, isn't it cool? And then all of a sudden there's like this weird like smoke or something. And all of a sudden this like office appears. And there's this guy in it. And we're like, what the fuck? How did this office appear right next to the robot? And guess what was in the office? There was this weird guy, and we're like, what is this guy doing in the office? So we go in the office to see who it is. And the guy that's in the office is like a test tube guy. You know the Futurama episodes where they got people that are alive in those jars? Well, it's another one of those guys. He's like alive in the jar, and he's like telling people that he's in an office that's from the future. And the reason he came to our timeline is that he wanted to see the AI, to see how far we'd advanced with it. So we showed him the Boston Dynamics robot, and he's like, holy shit, man. It's like I came to the right time, and he's like trying to collect all this information about the AI robot. It almost reminds me of like the Terminator movies. Remember how he came back and tried to stop Skynet or whatever? So then the rest of the dream continued, where all of a sudden some people are noticing that this guy's office from the future has got all this like wild shit in it that's from the future. So like, holy shit, man, maybe we should rob this guy from the future and steal some of his technology. So I can't remember how it went. I think the guy in the jar, I don't know if someone smashed the jar or what, but for some reason we got rid of the guy who was like guarding his office, and we started to like loot his desk and like take all of his papers and like trying to get all this information from the future. I was thinking, man, that was really mean of us to do, but it'd be so tempting, right? Someone came from the future, like you could steal the newspaper that they had in their desk and then find out all the sports scores so that you could place bets, sort of like what happened in Back to the Future. I was like, man, that was so mean. We like steal the guy's technology. I don't know, I can't even remember if we smashed the jar to kill him or what, but what a weird dream, man. I remember waking up and I'm like, whoa, we're robbing people from the future? That's so weird. I don't know if anyone's had a strange like time traveler dream before. I think that was one of the first times I've ever dreamed about time travel. It was very strange. So strange, I was like, it actually woke me up. I'm like, man, I can't fall back asleep. That dream was that weird. Yeah, hopefully it's not a sign that our robotics technology is going to get out of hand. Oh, we beat the 4 stars. We beat everything. So I don't even need to waste any more bullets. If they give us 2 more, 5-star missions, I might take them, but that doesn't look like a very promising reward. I definitely don't want this guy. I do want this stuff, but there's no way we have enough bullets to reach it. So I think we're just going to call it for bounty hunter missions from now on, unless it's really good tokens for cheap. Now let's see how many infinite fight ring things did we get. Ooh, another 10. 240 plus how many have we done already? 240. Oh fuck, I gotta check there. 240. And we have to reach 500. Is that enough? That'd be 3, 4. Damn, it's so close. Fuck. Wish there was another way we could get some good fists. I guess we'll have no choice but to do some more bounty missions. I don't think there's any other way to get fists. There's the bounty missions. Oh yeah, the store occasionally gives some, but not very often. And we hardly have any money, so really low on that. Does anyone else know ways to get fists? I don't. Well, keep it clean. No, I think game fists are hard to come by. Alright, so what do you think? Should I drop some of the friends that are never coming back in the game? It's like, for me, you can tell it's hard for me to let go of people's friendships, right? I know Shelly said she's never coming back, but I'm pretty sure it says that she was here 2 days ago, so I guess maybe keep her on, but I'm pretty sure Suki's not ever coming back, right? She's already moved on in her life and got into different games. Probably has like more stuff in real life going on. And we could be getting extra flowers instead of having her there. What does everyone think? Should I ditch Suki from the friends list? Yeah, the fist, George is right. The best way to get him is from the merchant and the bounty event. But as you can see, I've been trying to do it for this whole event, and we hardly got any. Well, we got a few, but not really enough. Yeah, everyone else seems like they play the game pretty regularly. I don't know, if I had to guess, I really should drop Suki, because I don't think she's going to be coming back. Although it is only 2 months ago. If the game comes up with some drastic changes, maybe Suki will be back, but I don't know. Once you drop someone as a friend, can you add them back if they come back later? Let's hope. Nah, I just feel bad because Suki is one of the most strongest players and she helped us out in the game the most, and I feel like a backstabber for ditching her as a friend, but She really did quit playing the game mostly, so. Alright, so we got 3. Well, we'll try these missions tomorrow. George says you can deposit 60 or what? Spend $30 on the event and then get 60 bounty tickets and 150 if you're looking for some more fist in action. I got to stop making those puns. We're going to get the show banned. I got to stop watching the internet. It has completely ruined my mind. I swear it had nothing to do with my mind on its own already. Alright, so let's do the dungeon battle. See how badly we do this time. I wish some of the rewards from this were fists. That'd be good. Maybe in the future they'll have a fist reward for that. That'd be sweet. Maybe that's if you get like the max dungeon level, you can win fists. I gotta stop yelling fists so much or my roommates are gonna be wondering what the hell I'm talking about down here. Like, turn that internet off. Alright, I know we're not gonna win unless we bring in Genie. Fuck, man. If I bring in Monk, we can hit him harder and win. Alright, let's just hope no one dies. Holy shit, we've almost been recording for 2 hours. It's an hour and 10 already. Or no, an hour and 47. Holy shit. That's what I meant. Almost 10 minutes till 2 hours. I don't get it, man. My team used to be able to survive so much longer. Must have been what George was saying. Once you unequip those speed boots, you don't attack fast enough, and then your team dies. So if I gave everyone the boot so that they could attack quicker, then I'd be able to wipe these people out before they even hit me. So yeah, that's probably what I did wrong. If I take those boots, put them back. Yeah, let's try that just for interest's sake. I'm pretty sure I can just do it with one click, right? Well, she won't die. No, that's for sure. He should be able to survive. We'll give him the boot. No, they don't actually give him the boot. They think he doesn't need it. It's weird. They're not giving the boot anymore. They used to, eh? Remember that? Alright, so what's one item that I can change in order to equip the boot? Trying to think. What can I change? What can I change? Increase the critical probability rate? Yeah, we could change that because the boot might just help on its own.
Honor is more important than life. Humiliation is more important than death.
And then if this sucks balls, not in a good way, we'll just switch it back. Yeah, you don't have to worry about me upgrading those boots because everyone's got level 20 chips. They'll just automatically go that high. He doesn't need it because we're not even bringing him.
Even as a Buddha, you're still a warrior monk.
Yeah, because even if they don't do critical damage, they're still doing damage either way, right? So...
The Sahara is forever in between the breath of sand and fire.
What the fuck? Why is everyone's thing at level 1?
In fairy tales does the one you
Oh,
love
because
tell
I
you
changed
you
someone's
are
here to a level 1. That's what
Even as a
happened.
Buddha, your s- I am the guardian of
So I got to
even as a
boost his
Buddha,
chip up to
your
level
steel
20. Then we won't be dealing with that shit. Alright, let's go do that quick. Here I said I was never going to use that shit. Meanwhile, I'm just doing it. Alright, hopefully that got everyone's chips back up to 20.
Only in fairy tales does the one you
Even as a Buddha, your s-
Oh, now someone's at 14. Who was it?
only in fairy
Oh, 16 even. Fucker. It's weird. I could have swore I had all these boot chips already up to 20. I must have unequipped it and put it on someone who... I don't know, because I thought I unequipped it from everyone. What the fuck? I just remembered wrong. That's usually the explanation that makes the most sense. Right, she's all 20, all 20. Ah, there's the 14. Luckily, I never upgrade chips anymore, so I got lots of shit to upgrade them. Hey, Alec McQueen. He's asking, is it worth, or he's asking George, is it worth it to put Crime Fighter in Sea King's DNA? Let's check it out. Sea King, do I have him with Crime Fighter's DNA? Yes, that's who I have. And it puts, when under attack, poison attackers, inflict poison damage, blah blah blah. I think it might be better to put Hermes if you have him. Let's check. Yeah, Hermes actually looks really good for that. That's what I was thinking. I really should put Hermes back in there. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, this water force is good too. Oh yeah, when under attack, poison attackers. To be honest, when people hit him, I find he almost never poisons them. But it probably depends what level you're at. If you could boost this up higher, maybe it works better. And we'll show off that Monk is actually at level 27. So 3 more levels of DNA for Monk, and boom. Everyone will be able to equip their heroes in DNA. Yeah, Alt Stinger says he doesn't even have Sea King yet. Yeah, Sea King's a pretty hard one to get. Let's see, how did I make him? I remember, who was it? Duplo Lego. She was recommending me make him. Holy fuck, man. He used a lot of good ingredients. Both of those ingredients are really hard to get. Now that I look at this, I almost wish I didn't make Sea King. Because, man, I could really use her right now. Oh, well. But I'm sure what Duplo Lego is right. Once I get him up to a red star, then he'll start tearing people new ones. Alright, let's look at some of the other stuff we can upgrade. Oh, fuck, you can't. Oh, yeah, we can here. Oh, shit, we can upgrade her to 5-star now. That's sweet. Alright, before we upgrade her to 5-star, let's get a quick message from the sponsor.
This 5-star upgrade was brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up.
Alright, before we continue too, let's give a shout out to the Patreons. Thanks again, Suki, Dan, Jim, Ray, Travis, and everyone at Patreon. I think we still got 3 or 2 patrons signed up, so I appreciate everyone. And I'll keep you on the list even if you have to cancel, because it makes my list look bigger. Let's be honest. No, a big shout out to George too for the super chats or stickers. And Patreon, We did that. Society 6, finishing quick. My specialty comes in t-shirts, bed sheets, both popular with the ladies. It's a limited time thing at Society 6. We're going to do the embroidery machine. Probably I'm going to order that embroidery machine as soon as I get the refund from the TV I ordered from Walmart. So hopefully I get the refund for that. And I actually messaged Walmart today and they said they're going to help me to get the refund quicker. So let's hope that actually is true. Alright, so Hido TV, it'll pay you to watch videos. Swagbucks to shop. GameKit will pay you to try games. Like you can even get paid to try Clone Evolution if you never tried it. And Free Bitcoin is one that'll, it's a wallet system for crypto. Same with BetFury. Just stay clear if you got gambling addictions because they both offer casinos, but they offer free loot boxes. So you can get free bits of crypto, put in the wallets, and next thing you know, you'll have $100 in crypto like I do. Alright, so anyways, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, the virtual mate sex machine that's for adults and men only. Ladies need a sex machine. Doing 100 sets of sit-ups again. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, what I'm not kidding is if you need a $10 off coupon code for 150 or more at Virtual Mate, just use the words lying BS. That's LYNBSN. Alright, let's get back to the game. Oh yeah, and my website. Man, I got a very itchy nose today. I was trimming my nose hairs and it's making them itch. I gotta go and shower it out. Alright, so let's see. Level star up. Yes, let's do it. Let's get her up to 5 stars. Yes. That's pretty good. Oh, we unlocked a new skill for her. Let's go check out what that skill is.
Only in fairy tales does the one you love tell you.
That's the problem. I was wondering why she sucked balls so bad. Not in a good way. It's because she didn't have all her stars unlocked yet. Oh yeah, she's red. Before attacking, if there are any frozen units on the enemy side, then Nemesis will inflict damage 150% of Nemesis defense, ignoring defense. So, I don't know how they write these things. That's really confusing, but I like the shark. He's really badass. Yeah, that's what Alt Stinger's saying. It's really good. Yeah, I would like to get Shark. If I had him, I would link him with Alice because I have her DNA open for like a year. But I don't have anyone still to link with her. Ever since I unlocked her DNA to put her in, they haven't given me one fragment of her. It's like, oh, you need her now, do you? That's all you're going to get. It's like, you fucking bastard game. No, I'm just kidding. Not that there's anything wrong with bastards. I think bastards are more common than not these days. Right, ordinary, advanced. Let's check out how far away. 13 hours. Yeah, I'll try to do it when I get home from work tomorrow. Ah, Umi is the poor man's Aragon. And Aragon is the black dragon. Thanks for specifying. I always get the names fucked up. I can't even remember my own name half the time. And that was one of the most embarrassing moments when I was at a company and I was trying to do business with them. And they asked me my name. And I was trying to spell my middle name. And I couldn't remember how to do it because I was like super nervous. And then they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You don't know how to spell your own name? It's like, yes, I normally do. I swear. Oh, man. Yeah, that was super embarrassing. But hey, life is full of embarrassments, right? You gotta try to learn from them. Try. Hence the word. Alright, so we did that, we did that, we did that. Let's check the guild technology. Where's it at? Alright, we can boost someone up again. Should we boost up Alice? Make her stronger? I think she's the only one we can. The only other one would be Suzo, and I don't want to make him any stronger, because man, if I do, we just die faster and faster in the dungeon. Maybe I should do the water one. No, but I never use the water heroes. Alright, let's try this one. Fuck, we need 5,000. Oh yeah, we could do water, no problem. Let's check. What's going on with water here? We do have him. And it would boost up everyone's level if we did it in our base team. Alright, let's upgrade water. And it's probably a stupid idea, but eventually I'll hit 500. I'll reset it with 500 and we'll fix all the stupid shit. We'll try. Alright, so now we can upgrade Sea King. That's cool. We'll upgrade him some tomorrow, and then all of our base team will upgrade. So Suzo gets his revive at the 3rd red star. Ooh, that's cool. Let's check out that. Alright, so to figure that out, here, I think I can figure it out this time. Go to here. Oh, that's wrong already. Ah, here it is. Go to training center, then go star level, then pick Suzo, then go read this. Upgrade to 10 star or 3rd red star. Once the battle has begun, stack 2 layers of paralysis for all enemy units. What? Suzo has obtained Oppressor effect. This increases attack by 70%. And immunity by 70% for 5 rounds. Wow. This also immune to all debuffs and control effects. Doesn't say anything about the revive though, eh? Am I reading the right person, Suzo? So maybe there's something in there that, but it seems different. Unless that was part of the hero balancing. Oh, but you lose 10% of your resources. Not worth it if you ask me. Fuck, I didn't know you lose that for resetting it. Man, that really sucks. There's always some sort of horrible catch in this game, right? Fuckers. Alright, so what else are we going to try to finish next? I think we got everything except for the heroes and the tavern tasks, neither of which we can do today. So I guess we'll do... Let's try our luck with the expedition battle. And before we do this expedition battle, let's do the... not do the vaporizer message. Let's say give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Alright, so big shout out to George and this sticker for $3. Really appreciate that, George. I think because you donated $3 US, even with the YouTube reduction for the cut, it still works out to $3 Canadian. So that's freaking sweet. Alright, so, and Fatty Kuka. Thanks again, Fatty. I feel like that should be my name. No, I'm just kidding. At least until I can lose another 20 pounds. Right, so Alt Stinger. Now that's really my goal, is to reach 170. I know 170 sounds really skinny for someone 6'2", but I'm one of those like really lanky 6'2" people. So for me, being 170 at that height is still like another 10 pounds overweight. But yeah, that's my goal, is to reach 170. If I could do that by my birthday, holy shit, I'd be shitting bricks. Happy, I mean. Right, so Alt Stinger, thanks again. George, Alt Stinger, George. Oh, Alec McQueen. And Alt Stinger, George, Alec McQueen, Alt Stinger. Alright, thanks everyone. Alright, now let's go to the battle. I should have done the battle while we did that. I don't know what I was thinking. Not much. Fuck, man, how are we dying? So many shitty heroes. Oh, that's why. 2 there, 2 there. Yeah, we really got no chance at winning this battle. Fuck. Let's try Monk for Genie. Just see what happens. Oh yeah, Genie here. That's what everyone's saying. Alright, let's try that. Now, if anyone's wondering, my game shelf, my roommate / mom actually went to a big sale on the weekend and managed to get another shelf for me that's like doubled my shelf space, and another shelf, like one more row of shelves. So it's like over double. Now I started to space my games out, and now I've got room for extra games. So I'm gonna try to get like a serious gamers collection going. I even put some of my Nintendo DS stuff on the shelf now. My Nintendo DS collection actually went up like really high because my mom went to a garage sale and there was an old person that was selling all their kids Nintendo DS stuff, and they gave me, what was it, or she got me 2 Nintendo, what is it, DS, which one? Forget which one it's called, the DSX or something like that. Not the bigger screen, but the one that came out before. I think it was the one that came out after 3DS when they got rid of the 3D part. DS something or other. But anyways, I got 2 of those DS's, and it came with shitloads of games. And sadly, the games didn't have any of the cases because they just threw out all the cases. But some of the games that were included were all the Pokemon games. So I ended up getting an authentic copy of Pokemon Heart, or Heart Gold, or whatever it's called. And that one's a pretty good collector. So that would be like the prized possession of my Nintendo DS collection. The only shitty thing is that one of the carts, like the Pokemon Heart Gold, is a little bit loose. So when you shake the card, it works and all, but it has like a bit of play to it. And I watched a video about how some people open up the cards and replace the glue so that it doesn't shake anymore. So I don't know, I might do that, or I might just leave it shaking. Because I don't really play DS, so I figured there's no point really repairing it. Whoever I resell it to, if I do sell my collection one day, I'll just warn them that the game shakes a little bit, but it works. I don't know if anyone else has ever had Nintendo DS and got that issue. Kind of sucks. It's like, what was Nintendo thinking? They glued the carts together? Like, what the fuck? Now, I think what it is, they glued the chip on the inside. So it's like the cart isn't glued together. That's like a screw, but the actual cart itself can get loose. Fucking sucks. Alright, let's try bringing her in for her. See what that happens. She is 5-star now. Alright, I was hoping that would happen. The game crashed. That gives me a chance to run my vaporizer. When we come back, we'll do one more battle, and then we'll wrap up the show. And if anyone's got a suggestion of what battle they want me to see, just put it in the chat. I think that fucking campaign one is too annoying. Or expedition. Maybe we should go for the dungeon one more time. Yeah, the dungeon battle. If we go for the second dungeon, because I know I can beat the first level of it. That'd be sweet. Yeah, let's check Pokemon Heart Gold, see what it's going for lately. Maybe the price dropped since I last checked. Yeah, it looks like Pokemon Heart Gold is still selling for 115 Canadian, cart only, and $10 shipping. So I guess that works out to be about $100 US. Not too bad. Prize of my collection. If anyone else wants me to look up other games for them, I got eBay open. Excuse me. Too bad, if I had the case and everything, it's selling for 200. I should really just buy the case. You can usually get the case on its own for a decent price. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'll get the case for it one day. Alright, welcome back everyone. The game is loaded. Let's go with one more dungeon battle, eh? Alright, campaign. Oh, it's 72. I think we'll take the viewer's advice and we'll let this charge up a little bit more. Or should we try it to try to prove the viewer wrong? Let's see if we can prove the viewer wrong. Give us Peace Man game. You can do it. No! Viewer was right. Should have listened to the viewers. Should have, could have, didn't. Alright, so I'll let that build up maybe until I get home from work tomorrow. And then I'll open it and hopefully we get some Peaceman frags. Because the one day I opened it and they gave us 3 Peaceman frags. I was like, finally, they're giving us more. But fuck, man, they haven't given us any like the whole weekend. I just keep opening it too quickly. Too impatient. Yeah, because we still got, what is that, 28 to go? So shit, that's quite a few to go. But damn, if we can get that, and then we'll get Bison, boom. We'll be upgrading someone to a Red Star. Who should we update to Red Star next? Fuck, man, we could even give it to Suzo and get him up to 3-star. How does that work? Let me just double check. Oh, the only way you can do it is if you give another Suzo. Holy, that really sucks. So I'd have to make a duplicate of Suzo and then add him, and then I could get the 3rd star. Which the irony of is it, we almost have enough ingredients to make a third or another copy of Suzo. So shit, I really could do that soon. But I don't think it's really worth it. A lot of people still make fun of me for using Suzo. If I had to guess who's getting the Red Star, it's probably going to be her. Because if we can add it to Sekhmet, that'll be sweet. Oh, it was George. He was saying, yeah, don't eat him. He got it mixed up. It's actually the 9-star. Alright. Yeah, because I already have the, 9-star, and I already am able to regenerate. It's pretty sweet. Technically, I really should be giving Genie a boost, but I don't know. Genie I kind of don't use very often. Sekhmet I actually use almost every time, so if I give her the star, that would be well more worth it. Fuck, man, I really wish I didn't give Tengu 2 red stars. Does anyone know how the degenerate works? Like, if I pick Tengu and degenerated him, would I get back any of the red heroes? Or how the fuck does that work? I've never watched a video on degeneration. If anyone can link a YouTube video on how degeneration works, that'd be wonderful. Because I would really love to get the red star heroes back from Tengu. But I don't think that's possible, right? Like, I have the item to do degeneration. I actually bought it so I could test it one day. But it was kind of stupid because I bought the item and I never use it. Like a lot of the things I buy. Oh, here it is. See? I got the degeneration item. Yeah, so if anyone has any idea of how degeneration works, that'd be great. What I should do maybe is go to that degeneration page and read it. Does it say anywhere how it works? Oh, here it is. Consuming other heroes acquires 90% of the consumed hero's experience to upgrade your hero level. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with degeneration? Experience gained by consuming other heroes who have the same attributes will be increased by 12. Any equipment belonging to the consumed hero will automatically enter your bag. Oh, so we can just do bag shit. Consuming iRobots will result in receiving large amounts of experience. I tried that trick and it never works. Heroes in the auto battle tactics in the arena cannot be consumed. I don't know, are they giving me information about degeneration or what the fuck? You'll get a gold Samson back and a red clone token. Token is used for giving more stones to clones. Oh, so I could. Would I get 2 red star tokens or just 1? Because he's got 2 red stars, right? Because fuck, man, if I could... Well, to be fair, I don't think that's such a good idea. Because Tengu gives that lust ability. And one of the lust abilities that I've been working on happens to be for... What's her name? Her. Sekhmet. So once she starts doing the lust stuff, oh yeah, the lust stuff comes. Let's see, training. Star level. See, when she gets the red star to 8, that's when the lust actually starts doing something. I hope. If I do her red star and the lust still doesn't do anything, then maybe I'll do that with Tengu. Because, dear God, man, Tengu seems like the biggest waste, right? Oh, Alt Stinger says he's going for Sekhmet red star too. Oh, fuck, they'll only give me 1 red star? Well, that's a waste. Alright, so I'll probably just keep Tengu red starred. But dear God, wouldn't that be sweet if I could use one of the other stars and boost up Sekhmet to like 2 red star? Yeah, Sekhmet put correct spelling mistake, but I gathered that you meant Sekhmet. I know I spell wrong all the time, so it makes it easier for me to translate it. I can translate spelling mistakes very well. That's how I live. Alright, so yeah, we promised a battle before we go, and we're at the 2-hour mark. Holy fuck, 2:16, the god number. And what time is it? Holy shit, 11. Alright, so yeah, 1 battle, and we gotta go. Alright, let's try this, see if we can win. Try our luck. Team 2. Instead of Freya, or Jane Austen, we'll put in her. Fuck, that's a lot of blues. And we'll change it to blue. Alright, let's try it. Fuck, man, if we won it, I'd be shitting bricks happy. But I don't see it happening. We're not even going to win the first battle of it. Come on, man. Don't rip us off. Oh, come on. What did I change? Then all of a sudden we can't win the first battle. Everything's still the same. Come on. The hell? Remember how many times we were winning it before? Like back to back to back. Now they won't give us the victory. You gotta be shitting. It's because I leveled up someone? Is that why? It seems like the more you level up, the harder this level is to beat. Like I remember back in the day, I beat it one of my first times playing it. Holy shit, they're literally not letting us win it anymore. Whose level changed? Alls I did was upgrade Tengu. I guess I shouldn't have, because now we die. Fuck off, man. Is that really the problem? I updated Tengu and now I can't beat the level? Holy, what a garbage level, eh? It's like the stupidest level ever. The higher level you get, the harder it is to beat it. Fuck you, man. I gotta watch this. What's happening that we're dying? Alright, let's try changing it around. Pieces of shit, man. Oh my god, there's like no way to beat it now? You gotta be fucking kidding me. So here I was so happy that we could beat the first level of this, and now we can't anymore. Why? Because I upgraded fucking Tengu. It's the only thing that changed. Oh my god, we can't beat the level anymore because I upgraded Tengu. Oh, what a... Oh, I know what it is. I also changed the chips. That's what changed. Alright, so let's try the regular dungeon. I'll change those chips back tomorrow. We never did finish equipping them all, right?
Fairy tales does the one you love tell you you will forget me. Only in fairy tales does the one you love tell
Let's
you
give her
you will
one
forget
too.
me.
Let's make everyone go faster. She doesn't need a critical rate. So weird. They're like, are you sure you want to upgrade your chip? It's like, yeah, why the fuck would I not want to? Alright, so he's got the speed chip. He's got it. She's got it. He's got it. And so everyone else should be at 20. Let's just double check, make sure.
Only in fairy tales.
Yeah, I can't believe that I changed all the chips and then forgot that I changed them.
I am the guardian
I shouldn't say I can't believe it.
as a Buddha. Your
It's fucking annoying.
please.
I very much... Oh, fuck, man. Someone's chip is at level 16. Who is it?
You're still a warrior monk. I am the guardian of the sea, king of...
Ah, it's his. Should have guessed. There was one I missed. Alright, let's try it. Can you imagine this is enough to actually beat the dungeon? I would laugh my ass off. George would have been right the whole time. It was all the speed chips problem. Alright, because with speed chips on, I shouldn't need to equip Genie, because we'll kill them before. Let's hope. See if this actually works. Come on, speed chips. Fuck, man, they still died. Speed chips didn't do shit. Fuck, man. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. The speed chips never work for me. That's why I unequipped them. Because I was like, there's no point in having them. If I put in the speed chips, it doesn't work. So if it's not working, like, what the fuck do I have it equipped for?
Only in fairy
I still go
tales
last.
love tell you, you will forget me.
Oh wait, before I do that, let's give it one more try and change one thing.
Forget me.
Please.
Alright, now everyone's at level 20 chips. She needs a better pet equipped. That's the problem too. Alright, so we'll go to dungeon and... Fuck, man, how was it her that died? Try putting in Genie, see what happens. We shouldn't need Genie though. We used to be able to kill all of his henchmen before they would even attack us. What the fuck, man? Genie was useless. He didn't do shit. His shield didn't keep anyone alive. Alright, get Genie the fuck out of there. And put in the person who actually revives people from the dead. Boom, there, that was pretty good. Oh, fucking useless, man. Just die every time. I remember when I first started playing this guy, we could get him down to half health. How many months ago was that? And we just keep dying worse and worse and worse at him. That's what I don't like about these dungeon levels. Leveling up your heroes, making them stronger, just makes it harder and harder to beat it. It's fucking annoying, but hey, maybe that's one of the things they program in the game to try to make people quit the game. Alright, so Augusto says, hey, welcome to the show, Augusto. Thanks for joining in. He says, to the genie or Jin, put only DNA of life, not attack. Yeah, I'm so low in jewels right now that I'm not actually changing anyone's DNA. But once we do got enough, then I'll definitely change the DNA. And instead of it attacking and hits, the only reason I kept these is because the dodge was so high, right? I was like, fuck man, 41% dodge there, 20% dodge there. That was a pretty good dodge increase. But yeah, this hit, that's definitely garbage. And yeah, we should probably change all these to just life instead. And once, oh man, it'd be nice to be able to add Santa Claus there. We'll probably have a better chance of adding Scorpion King. We might actually try that Scorpion King trick unless we can't beat the dungeon. Alright, so sorry we gotta go, Augusto, but yeah, we've been streaming for over 2 hours, holy 2.5, and I gotta work early tomorrow. So thanks everyone for watching. I think we covered everything except for the fire screen. So let's give that a go. Yeah, that's good advice. Augusto says no matter what, no matter the attack or blow, it should only have life for its shield. Yeah, we'll get Genie up into a red star, and we'll get his shield action really good one of these days. It's going to take some work, and I don't think I'm going to invest in it too soon, because I barely ever used Genie's shield yet. Hopefully in the future he'll be so good we'll have no choice but to use him. Hey, we don't even have this unlocked yet. So yeah, we'll have to get that unlocked as well. Alright, so yeah, thanks again everyone for watching. If you happen to get any of the Genie frags and your vaporizer tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give the show a like and a share. Really appreciate it. And just make sure, never buy the products from my sponsor.
Because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. And hope you had a good weekend. Happy Sunday to everyone. And good luck on Monday.
I know I got a big busy day at work tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be able to record tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll try to preserve some energy. Alright, talk to you later, and thanks again, George, for the super chat. That was awesome. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Almost forgot. The Lelanders shirts. No, this is my old shirt from work. That's why it says that. Alright, later. Bye for now. Yeah, if you have any more advice that I missed out on, you can always add in the Discord. I'll check it out there. And thanks again, Regal, for all the information in Discord. He's helping out there a lot of people. Alright, see ya.